Today we'll be going through all the SP Valkyries in Honkai Impact and realize how important they are. Alright, so starting with our very first SP Valkyrie is... yeah, 1 out of 4. Asuka, top tier Valkyrie if you're a fan of Evangelion. Clearly I have not watched Evangelion, but it's okay. So yeah, okay, moving on, we have... yeah, we got it. Double Juni is pretty good, especially if you've just started. Unfortunately, I've not just started, so she's been taken care of very well. And next up we have, of course, our most favorite Haxxor Bunny. Casting ultimate boosts ice damage by Valkyries by 15%, and that is actually quite a lot. And most importantly is of course a Stigmata, Tiganef. Can't go wrong with this Stigmata. I can use her for pretty much any SP support, elemental support teams. So Tiganef B and T, for example, look at this. Team hosts deal 36% more elemental damage for B, and for T, team and the host summon entities gain 18% total damage against Hunter Mark enemies. And that's where your 2 set comes into play, which gives your Hunter Mark duration of 12 seconds. And look at that, another 21% all elemental damage. So yeah, look, like Tiganef's set is one of the most prized possessions right now, and most importantly, she is coming up for version 6.0's BP, so planning ahead is very important. Speaking of planning ahead, version 6.1 will be introducing a new Valkyrie, Li Su Shang, which is an ice support Valkyrie, and it is said to be replacing Haxxor Bunny. So this decision is still pending, and we have to see what version 6.1 has to say before I can make further judgment. Next up, we have our good old Xiujing, our Starlit Astrologos set, and with her comes your Xiujing set as well. Honestly, Xiujing set is pretty good because it boosts total damage done by the team by 20% for 18 seconds. That is a lot. And then we have Xiujing T, which boosts team physical damage by 8% for on hit after executing QTE. So yeah, you can see that Xiujing is mainly for Starlit Astrologos. Next up we have Fischl, who came over from Genshin Impact. Using her ultimate boosts team lightning damage by 55%, which makes her one of the cornerstone lightning elemental Valkyries out there for support. Additionally, her journey set, honestly it's a 3 or nothing kind, but unfortunately I only have 2 of them. Set bonuses, this is what you want to achieve, where 3-piece set gives casting QTE during Mitrana, boosts total damage dealt by team members and summon entities by 45% for 20 seconds. This is a super insane buff, like seriously, this is why you want to go for journey full set, A set. So next up we have Carole, which is unfortunately a 0 out of 4 for me because I have not been able to, I've tried pulling for her gear before but to no avail. So Carole is your Shieldbreaker. Her ultimate allows you to, her ultimate boosts team physical damage and total team damage by 20%, so this actually helps her for, this makes her quite important for team rotations, and especially if ultimate hits an enemy whose shield is broken, team deals an additional 30% bonus physical damage. So yeah, I can see that these SP Valkyries are getting stronger and stronger per patch. Next up we have Pardofelis. So as you can see, my Pardofelis is at 0 out of 4 as usual, unfortunately. Right now Bastard set is super good, so it's a signature weapon. Highly recommend if you have yet to pull for her, and if you have the crystals, do save up for it, don't make the mistake that I did. So yeah, ultimate does respawns SP for the team. So one of the key things is that team deals 25% total damage to frozen enemies, which Pardo does a lot, right? Pardo freezes enemies like no tomorrow. That's what makes her super strong actually. And one more thing about Pardo is that her combo attack double scratch restores SP for the team, 3 SP for the team. So this actually helps out with the SP battery of everyone. And next up we have Eden, starting with Handle Stigmata. She's one of the newer Valkyries to come out, newer SP Lightning Valkyrie, and she pairs very well with Fischl. So as you can see, we have SP battery Stigmata, and most importantly is that teammates on the field gain 20% total damage multiplier, and upon spending at least 60 to 120 SP in one go. Additionally, all enemies take 10 to 30% bonus lightning damage. So this is like AE, Full Form Grave set, except it's tailor-made for lightning. Additionally, Eden's combo attack makes enemies take 30% more lightning damage for 20 seconds. So all this starts to accumulate, and that's how you deal tons and tons of damage. So lastly, we have Griseo, the latest edition of SP Valkyries, and she is a physical, bleeding focused type of support Valkyrie. As you can see from her basic attack, she'll stain enemies with 3 different colors, and each of them will affect bleed. And her ultimate also produces bleed, dealing tons of 100%, 300% and maximum of 2000% damage. Additionally, her ultimate allows the team to enter a trace state during her ultimate, and it enables them to stack bleeding on enemies 4 more times. So what's important is her Stigmata set, which is your Suzanne T and E. B is pretty important because all enemies inflicted with Structure Outline increases their total damage received by 36% for 6 seconds. And this is pretty huge, man. The next important thing of Suzanne set is your 2-piece set bonus, because at the end, when Structure Outline ends, total damage received by all enemies increases by 36% for 12 seconds. And now Structure Outline enters a 20-second cooldown. So yeah, this 36% total damage received increase is what makes your main DPS Valkyries super strong, such as Palatinus Equinox. Okay, so the big question remains of which SP Valkyrie should you invest, and honestly my answer to that is it depends on what team you wish to build. So for example, if you to build physical teams, I would focus on Griseo first because she's the newest, followed by Carole because of her shield break, and then SA because SA's gear, I believe it might be going into free-to-play territory very soon. And trust me, she is still highly of utility, especially in the early game. So next up we have our elemental teams. Definitely we have your fire, ice and lightning, but on a general basis, I would choose to invest in Pardo. Pardo is your all elemental team support Valkyrie, and especially now that Full Form Grave is craftable, you'll be able to use Pardo to almost 80% to a capacity for all elemental teams. Then after that, it depends on which type you wish to build. For example, ice teams, definitely get your Haxxor Bunny. As mentioned previously, we have to wait for version 6.1's Li Su Shang to make a final verdict. If you're building lightning teams, I'll go for Eden first and then Fischl, because Eden has higher boss coverages and higher utility overall, while Fischl requires you to have full set journey to be of maximum capacity. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts on your 9 SP Valkyries so far. Will there be more SP Valkyries in the future? Certainly. And I think in the future, SP Valkyries will become a more critical element to play, looking at how Hoyoverse is taking its direction. So yeah, if there's any gear for SP Valkyries in the future, highly recommend to catch at least their main weapon, and you'll be honestly good to go. So with that, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!